Hello everyone, how are you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the tiniest little gardening vlog. And today I'm gonna basically show you what I've been growing in the pots and the containers. So let's go! Alright, so let's start with the spicy pepper plant. So this is one of them. As you can see, it already has something growing, however tiny, but it does. That makes me really happy. Over here as well, a bit hidden, but it's there. So you have two peppers growing, I think, more on the way. So here's one pepper plant, and here's another, more in the shadows, because it was really flopping in the sun. I don't know what's ailing it, but it seems to be growing again, so I just left it in the shadow for now. Maybe I should put it back in the sunlight again. We'll see. At least I can compare the one in the sunlight and the one in the shadow. But this is the second pepper plant. Does it have anything growing? It doesn't seem like it. But hey, as long as the plant itself is fine, I am happy. Next, we have my geraniums. Look at them go. So, they are finally starting to flower. I think we're gonna have some like pastel pink flowers and some reds, and I'm really happy about it because some of those geraniums I actually grew from seed myself, so I really want them to bounce back. After winter they were growing just leaves, no flowers whatsoever, so that made me very worried. And you know, the answers on the internet were like, oh, they might be too hot, too cold, it might be too windy, not windy enough. So basically, nobody knew what ails them. But I gave them some liquid fertilizer and they started to finally grow some flowers. So I think they just needed a little bit of a boost. So yeah, there we go. I'm finally gonna have my beautiful, cute, lovely flowers again. Alrighty, next we have the courgette. Look at this. It's growing so well and I'm so proud because last year my courgettes were eaten by snails. Disgraceful. But yeah, I actually have a date. I planted the seed, which is 21st of May. And since then, it grew like crazy. Look at that. Look at this beauty. And in the container, I don't think I've seen people really growing courgette in a container before, but I'm trying to make it go kind of like around the trellis, so we'll see how that goes. I think it's doing pretty well, like better than I expected. And I think those little buds are possibly going to be flowers. So yeah, I'm hoping to have quite a few veggies for dinner, because I really like courgettes, you know, especially if you grill it or something. Really good. So yeah, I'm hoping to have a nice harvest this year. We'll see. Moving on, we have tomatoes with a ton of spider webs. I don't know if you can see, but I really seem to like them. So with tomatoes, I put one tomato in each plant pot, and I planted basil next to them. The basil was one plant, I just separated it into two. So there we go. This tomato is doing really well, like tomato wise, like fruit wise, the plant itself, I would say it went yellow a few times, and I'm kind of worried about the plant's condition. But hey, a lot of tomatoes out of this one. And same with the basil. Maybe I should give it some fertilizer or something, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it be. And here is the other one, the more monster size one. As you can see, we have a ton of flowers, and this one, oh no, the sun went away. Oh well. As you can see, this one is a bit wilder, and you are supposed to snip like those tiny little branches, so it doesn't grow very wild when it comes to the leaves, and you have more fruit. But I don't know if you can tell, but we had some quite strong winds, and it actually broke, like it snapped in half. I prepped it up on a broken arrow. If you don't know, I do archery. So this is one of the arrows that kind of ended up broken. And this recycling, now it props up my tomato plant. So yeah, because it snapped in half, I decided to just leave it be, not cut any tiny little things, because I was like, let's just leave this poor creature alone. And it seems like it was a good decision, because it is growing really well. So yeah, nice. Next we have mint. There we go, such a beauty. I think it's already starting to bloom, and I don't know if you are supposed to let the mint bloom, but yeah, there it is, really, really nice. I do want to cut a little bit and propagate it to have more mint, you know, but we'll see how that goes. And next to the mint, we have some ginger growing. There are two little buds. Please excuse the lawnmower, the neighbors are mowing the lawn. But yeah, here we have ginger. It actually started sprouting in the kitchen. So I just put it in the soil. It did start growing some little roots. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. So yeah, ginger and mint. And next to them is my lily that is supposed to grow into like huge bush. Don't know if you can see. I think it's gonna start flowering soon. It's been like this for a while though, so I don't know. I gave it the structure to prep itself on. Before it was prepped like on this wall, but I thought this is gonna be a better idea because it can reach more towards the sun. It had some trouble with some kind of bug, but I got a spray for it and it seems to be doing better, but as you can see, the damage has been done. But I hope it will bounce back. It does have a few healthy leaves, so yeah, hopefully you can do it. My cutie. This one is actually pretty interesting because it kind of died after winter, like completely, but then it's like sprouted again, so I don't even know if it is the same plant I got last year or something else just grew here. But hey, I am happy. Really, really pretty. And last but not least, we have my little, let's call it a nursery. Here we have tiny, not so tiny anymore, but pumpkin saplings. I've grown them from seeds from last year's pumpkin from the pumpkin farm. I waited so long to retrieve those seeds, so the pumpkin started going mushy and everything, and the seeds didn't seem to be in like the best condition anymore, but I was like, heck, I will dry them out and see if anything will grow next year, and it did. So I'm thinking of giving some of them away and some just planting randomly in the garden, because last year, unfortunately, they were munched by by snails. Same as courgette. That's why I'm growing it in the container, so I can actually move it away from danger. Fun fact, the courgette was just standing on the chair before, so the snails couldn't get to it while it's growing. So yeah, the war with snails is ongoing. Oh, and the sun went away again. But yeah, similar situation with the pumpkins, but I think I can afford to at least plant one and see if it survives. So yeah, here we have pumpkins. They are supposed to be the green pumpkins, and I think they're gonna grow pretty small, but we'll see. I also have another mint. It's not doing that well. I don't know what it's going through, if something munched it or something, but hopefully it will survive. At least the top of it is looking alright. And here I have my I don't know what they are called in English. Here we call them kalancha. So these two are little cuttings from my other plant that kind of went wild. So I thought I might try to propagate it. I tried propagating it in water. Didn't work, unfortunately. Ooh, we have some sunlight. Let's see it in the glorious sunlight. So yeah, I tried propagating it in water. It didn't work, but when I put some rooting powder and stuck them in the ground, there's no issue whatsoever. So I have two of them, and I am planning to, when they are, a little bit maybe bigger, to put them in one plant pot to make it more of like a bouquet situation versus like one single stem. Oh, and this one in particular, aside from growing roots, started growing the tiny little new leaves. So I'm really, really happy about that. Good job, little plant, you're doing amazing. And they're houseplants, but they seem to be doing really well outside, so maybe I should just leave them outside for the summer and take them back inside for the winter. I don't know. If you know anything about kalancha, please let me know if I can leave them outside for the summer, if they like the heat. And the last bonus thing, we have some lilies. Have some yellow ones, some pink ones, and some orange ones. They are, I think, almost finished blooming. As you can see, some are already like done. But they are still looking really, really nice, so I just wanted to show you. So nice. To be honest, I didn't used to be a big fan of lilies, but this year, for some reason, I'm loving them. And they are pink, so cute. Look at them. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour around my little container gardening. You can grow quite a lot in pots and containers and stuff. So yeah, if you have any space, balcony or anything, I encourage you to try too. So have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is for you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.